Hey there and welcome to Trivia Ronin. I'm your host, Douglas Larlam, and whether you're joining us live on Zoom or Twitch or after the fact on YouTube, welcome, we're happy to have you. Quick breakdown of the rules. 1, we're honor code here, and you keep your own score. Feel free to cheat, you get nothing. And 2, after each question, you'll get 45 seconds to answer. Absolutely do not answer until the time is up. There's always one. Tonight there are 30 questions, 1 point each, and a story question at the end for 10 points, for a total of 40 points, maybe some bonus questions or opportunities sprinkled in. I don't know yet. In fact, I do, and there are. Let's play Trivia Ronin. Question 1. The origin of this word was a fervent follower of bullfighting. The origin of this word was a fervent follower of bullfighting. Sethron, hey on Twitch. Welcome, bud. Oh, I didn't start the right timer. Now let's start that timer. 45 seconds on the clock. Sipping my coffee late at night on a Friday. Because I party. Anybody think they know? It's a real fancy word for a fervent follower of anything. Three, two, one, let's see him. Matador, zealot, matador. No, in fact, the answer is aficionado. Spelled exactly the way it's supposed to be spelled. Aficionado. Question 2. The land that would eventually be known as Oklahoma was part of what acquisition in 1803? The land that would eventually be known as Oklahoma was part of what acquisition in 1803? Can't wait to see what people do with the next question. I got away from history a little bit. Some people had complained that it's very history driven. So this week is going to be less history. This is history, but it's going to be a lot more. It's going to be a lot less history this weekend. See how it goes. Three, two, one. What do we got? Yeah. The Louisiana Purchase is correct. The Louisiana Purchase. If you're from New Orleans, I'm sure you know that answer. Inside and out. 100%. Definitely, you know that. Question 3. What's the decimal equivalent to 28/40ths? What is the decimal equivalent to 28/40ths? You're very smart people. You have calculators in your hand and head. Three, two, one. What do we got? It is... Julian waited to see what everyone else put to make sure he was right. He was. It is 0.7. 0.7. 0.7. All right, question 4. Oh no, I moved the question. Let me put that back in the center and then do it. There we go. Question 4. What is the term for something a company physically makes? If a company offers a physical thing, what is that thing? Yes, more what they offer. I shouldn't use the word makes. But if they make it, I suppose that still fits the offers. Oh no! I can't believe you've created an insult from that. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to give all of you a point. The answer I was looking for was goods, but you all had product. But I believe, technically speaking, goods and services is correct. But product is also a thing that they offer, so I can't really say that you're wrong. So you get that. Question 5. In geometry, degrees are measurement of what? In geometry, degrees are a measurement of what? This is the best I could do to get away from history. Questions like, in geometry, degrees are a measurement of what? This is a very Tuesday question. Three, two, one. Talk to me. In geometry, degrees are a measurement of angels. Angels we were looking for. Question 6. What's the numeric value of the Roman numeral XIX? Alex and George, welcome to the party. What is the numeric value of the Roman numeral XIX? Kisses, intercourse, kisses. Eight seconds. Anybody like 100%, they know they got it? I'm assuming, yeah. There are a few people. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's see them. Sethron, if you're playing, let's see those answers. It's 19. 1 away from 20 was correct, but in what direction? Question 7, the Siberian plain borders what ocean? Ooh, that's a just full-on trivia question. I liked writing that question. The Siberian plain borders what ocean? Oh, I love the next one too. Somebody's gonna feel so smart. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's see it. Hey. Yeah, you got it. To the people who threw it out there, it is the Arctic. Bravo. Here's one I'm curious of your childhoods. Who is the keeper of Curious George? Who is the keeper of Curious George? Alex, you get this one? Yeah. Yeah, Julian. Let us know the answer when the time comes. Oh, he's a big red dog. It is Brendan Fraser, so get your shit together and know you're Brendan Fraser. All right, let's see your answers. Yeah, John Arbuckle. George is dumb. Also very true. Very true. The man in the yellow hat is the answer. Which is a weird name for a character in a children's book, but it totally was, and I love that. Question 9. What do you call a specific grouping of stars? Yeah, like Hollywood. What do you call a specific grouping of stars? The Oscars. Stop. Coming up on question 10, start tallying your scores, guys. 12 seconds. What a pretty group we have tonight. You're also beautiful, staring back at me. 3, 2, 1, let's see it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you all got it, it looks like. Constellation is the answer. Good job. And question 10, how do you say thank you in German? Or Deutsch? Curious if... Oh, fuck it. Forget it. How do you say thank you in German? Three, two, one, talk to me. Yeah. It's Danke. Dankeschön is also correct. Danke is technically the least amount you needed to get that right. Danke. All right, guys, that's after 10. What are our scores? No. 6, 7, 8, 10. 10. 10. 10. 5 out of 5. That's a couple of... We got some strong showings. Maybe my questions are better or worse. I don't know. But I had a Wednesday question thrown in there, so who knows? All right, guys, take your 3 minutes. Question 11. A man-made lake for the purposes of storing water is called a what? Mute you if you ain't muted. Oh, I do that every time. I mean to do that. There we go. 45 seconds. You got a long time to write this word. Oh no. I misspelled that, right? I think I misspelled it. Or did I? Let's find out. Yeah, I did. Hey, Greg. It's a battle getting caught between a plush doll and a soft place. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's see him. I guess I can't argue an above ground pool does do the job. So I guess anything, you could have said bird bath for that matter, but I was looking for a reservoir, not a reservoir, reservoir. Question 12. During the U.S. Civil War, what city in Virginia was the capital of the Confederacy? During the U.S. Civil War, what city in Virginia was the capital of the Confederacy? A Nestle tank. Yep. Seth got it. The last one. I know that's not what he was saying. I'll act like every Twitch streamer. A Nestle tank! Oh, my chat. Oh, man. They're fantastic. Question 13 is coming next. Question 12, during the U.S. Civil War, yada, yada, yada. Let's see your answer. Fredericksburg is a no-go. Lexington isn't. Is there a Lexington, Virginia? Maybe. Maybe. I can't say there isn't. But the answer for the other people, Richmond, Virginia. It was a guess unless you knew the answer. That's how information works. Question 13. 10 to the 5th power is what number? Question lucky number 13. 10 to the 5th power is what number? Three, two, one. Show me. It is 1 with 5 zeros, which is, I think, 10 million money. Question 14. Found only in tropical waters, atolls are essential for the growth of what? Found only in tropical waters, atolls are essential for the growth of what? Let's bring my face on the screen. You're welcome. Also, let me know if I'm ever talking too much or too little. I don't want to get all Matt on you. That's right. I get it. I'm just trying to avoid Wednesdayness. But you also have to answer questions. And also, you're welcome. And also, okay. Yes, dear. Did anybody get this right? Show me your goddamn answers. Yeah. Yep. Not islands, not algae. And Julia waited to make sure it was right. It is coral. Coral reefs. Question 15. On the periodic table, what element's represented by the letters Ti? And if anybody wants to perform a Ti song during this, I'll give you a free point. All right, 1 point for Pud. That's going to be a game changer at the end. Also, I don't know even if that's a song, so I don't know all about that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, every now and then I throw a bone to the perennial favorite for no fucking reason. 0. What's your goddamn answer? Oh, Sarah, you wrote what I wrote until I found out this week it's wrong. I would definitely have said tin. I did not think titanium was on the periodic table. It is on the periodic table. And I am so glad everybody's smarter than me. Question 16. Are you smarter than a trivia host? Question 16. In Roman mythology, which god was the ruler of the sea? In Roman mythology, which god was the ruler of the sea? I look so forward to the answers for this one. And if you got it right, you know why. In Roman mythology, which god was the ruler of the sea, the ocean, the waters? In Roman mythology, which was that mother effing god? Let's see it. Oh, who went there? Oh no! Oh no! So many great answers. It's not Poseidon. It's not Jupiter. It is Neptune, who is Poseidon, except we didn't go Greek mythology, we went Roman mythology. The answer is Neptune. Oh, it hurts. It hurts to watch such wise answers be wrong. Question 17, which famous American made the first telephone? Go ahead and just get that right. Question 17, which famous American made the first telephone? The next question's a bit of a stretch, but it'll be fun. Four, three, two, one. Show me. Show me, state. It is Alexander Graham Bell. But Steve Jobs was a good guess. So was Tesla. Go, tell me why it's not Bell. Well, that's not fair. Yes, you're right. Inventing was its own factory, but I don't think Steve Jobs ever made an iPhone to go at your answer either. So fuck you, Cyrus. All right, let's just go. Oh yeah, I gotta put the answer up so people know I know what I'm doing. Hey, I put Alexander Graham Bell. I should have said who is credited. I know that trivia people write that at the beginning of questions, so I should have done that. Who is credited? All right, question 18. How many consonants are in the word cinnamon? I couldn't use the correct amount of asterisks because that would get away the answer. How many consonants in the word cinnamon? 45 seconds on the clock. Jasper, you get this right? Greg, you get this right? Chris, you get this right? I don't care, Steven. We've got 3 teams playing tonight. Greg, I saw a teammate with you, right? The ever-elusive off-camera teammate. Yeah. 3, 2... Oh, good. I hope to God we get into a 10-year-old movie quote contest. Let's, all right, show me your goddamn answers. Did anybody not put... It looks like everybody put... The answer is 5. And if you want to know what the word cinnamon looks like, there. I put it next to for reference. Next to the answer. I'm good at this. Question 19. An isosceles triangle has how many equal sides? I'm starting to think this trivia is a little too easy for you guys. An isosceles triangle has how many equal sides? Whatever happened to that girl? Gillian? Oh. On once. I don't know, but I feel like I want to know who this is now. How'd you know it was a girl? Let's see your answers. Yeah, frankly, I would have to ask her how she identifies. You got the answer. All of you got the answer. It is 2. And question 20. What is the first name of 18th century Austrian composer Mozart? I think Julian grew up in the 18th century Austria, so he knew the answer pretty quickly. Six seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show 'em. Greg, it's Wolfgang. Amadeus was a middle name, I guess. I don't know if it's Wolfgang Amadeus, but it's Wolfgang. Bravo to the people who got it. And let's see your totals. Where are we for the night right now? We've got actually, if you want, I'll run through them for you if you want. 13, 15, 18, 17. We've got a 3-minute break. 14, 5, 18. I think you guys are a little too strong. I think my questions need to go back to being a little more difficult. we've got that's funny, dissension among everybody. All right, take your 3 minutes. Okay, so coming up is Wayla. It's what are you looking at? The question's going to be what are you looking at, or I will have a question about what you're looking at. So let's get right into it. What actor, who portrayed this person in a 2014 biopic? Who, 45 seconds on the clock, portrayed this person in a 2014 biopic? Thumbs up if you got it. If you know you got it. Huh, nobody thumbs up on that. Oh, Chris got it. Oh, of course. Oh, okay. 13 seconds. 2014. I believe it was called Get On Up, but I could be wrong. 3, 2, 1. Let's see it. Yeah. Yeah. Yay! We got a few different people who got Chadwick Boseman played James Brown in Get On Up in 2014. Who's this? Some people are very happy. What are you looking at? Who is this? Who is this doll of a woman? Cyrus, you've never muted yourself, ever. I think you try to unmute yourself and then just leave it as soon as I mute you. You have no idea. Please send him with please send earplugs for the class. All right, let's see your shit. Who got it? Great. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Karen. That's fun. Mary Berry from the Great British Baking or whatever that thing is called. Mary Berry. What landmark is this? What monument? That's what I monument. I'll work it. I'll work it. Also, what a gorgeous photo of this thing. You got leading lines in the back. Everybody on Twitch, you're awful. I wish you were playing. 3, 2, 1. Talk to me, talk to me. Yeah. Oh man, if you guys could all invest in iPads, that's a game changer. It is Big Ben. For 2 points, who is this actress and what is this movie? What is this movie's tough? Because I think 4 people saw it. I want to say 2018, if I remember correctly. 2018 movie starring what was the female sort of we want to capitalize on John Wick movie from 2018. Actually, I think there were a few of those that year. Three, 2, 1. For 2 points. Did anybody get both? Oh, Atomic Blonde's a great guess. It is Taraji P. Henson. Men in Black 2's not going to get it. Sorry, it was close though. Proud Mary was the name of this obscure 2018 movie. Oh, what was my question? Oh, what movie did this guy as a character say that detective is the right question? In a movie, James Cromwell, this actor, played a character who said that detective is the right question. And I'm just looking around. Maybe for the first time, George is going to be the only person who gets this. Yes. Okay, hold on. That detective is the right question. Okay, sorry. That is actually a really good point. That's actually a really good point. I forgot your previous answer. You're right. All right, so it looks like maybe we're gonna have a two, maybe 3 person. We'll see. 2, 1. What do we got? Hey, okay, a few people got it. A lot of people got it. I'll be darned. It is iRobot. In iRobot, that detective is the right question. Oh, we did talk about this. That is, and yeah, quite a while ago. What square are we looking at? Hey, look, it's like I'm there. I'm just this guy. The city is New York City. So if you're currently in New York City, it is a little bit of a layup problem. I'll only say probably I don't respect people enough to say definitely. Go ahead, show me. Yeah, Washington Square. Washington Square. Washington Square. Good save. Solid save. Washington Park. Washington Park Square. Washington. And every variant of the three words Washington Square and Park. All right. Who is? I was gonna say where is he buried? Just who is this for Julian? I don't want to make it too difficult because Julian's gonna have a super. He would have been able to answer any question about this guy. Instead, I'm just gonna say who is he so everyone gets it, and Julian gets the one thing he was born to answer taken away from him. I think a lot of people are gonna get it, but sure. For you, I'll give you an extra point for where he's buried. What city? I guess. Oh, and we're gonna go all the way back to 45 seconds. Sorry, guys. 45 seconds on the clock. And if you know who Julian's favorite band of all time is, and a band I particularly don't like, no, I mean, I don't think I would like turn the station if one of their songs came on, but I have never sought them out. Yeah, but I would do that with almost anyone's daughter. 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. The most famous image of one of the most famous people ever. Jim Morrison. Yeah, see, a lot of people knew it is Jim Morrison. And he's all real dead in Paris. Like 5 people got more points because of that. Why is he? Oh, I think he just loved it there, didn't he? Huh. He lived there and loved it. Live and love. And you crash and burn. It's hit or miss. That's the way it is. That's what I say. Who is this? Take back to my childhood. Can anybody get this? The first Royal Rumble winner. Anybody? Jasper. I was looking at Jasper. He was my horse on this one. But yeah, Steven, I thought that doesn't surprise me. Yep. Oh. Not Thundercats. Who it is? Don't say Hillbilly Jim. If you wrote Hillbilly Jim, you're gonna feel like such an idiot. Let's see it. Oh shit! He's got it in plastic. It's Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Steven's got it in plastic. Hold on. Let's see that. Bring it closer. Oh my god. That is incredible. I'm so happy you have a Hacksaw Jim Duggan in the package. Bravo. Hey, you know what? I know you're probably going to win. Take a point. I just got it for that. What's the name of this actress? You know what? 2 points. What's the name of this actress? And who is she playing? Famous historical figure. It's also the name of the movie. And what a tour de force. That was one of the most incredible. Watching her and Margot Robbie go at each other was absolutely one of the most incredible moments in cinema to me. They were amazing. Yep. Yeah, Birds of Prey. That's what this is. This is the deleted scene from Wolf of Wall Street. And in walks Tanya Harding. 7 seconds. Does anybody have both? I had a harder time with the actress's name because I can never remember it. I mean, I do now, but it was a long time. All right, let's see him. Yo, Jasper got both. Greg got both. Oh, I feel bad. Elizabeth isn't going to do it for you. It's Saoirse Ronan, Mary Queen of Scots. Saoirse Ronan playing Mary Queen of Scots. I'm excited to see what jumps have happened in the score this round. Who is this football legend? He's a former football player and Hollywood legend. Who is this football and Hollywood legend? I mean, I can't say. He never admitted to it. Legend. Yeah. If he had done it. Yeah. Yeah, no is the answer to that. And I hope to God you don't actually think that's who this is. But that's a really shitty breadcrumb trail you're leaving for people. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see him. Yeah. Yeah, I just want it on the record. We started with James Brown. We end with Jim Brown. That was Cleveland Brown, maybe the greatest running back of all time. Certainly top 3. All right, guys, let's see these scores. I'm so curious what's going to happen going into our last very, very lighthearted 27, 24, 19, 5, 22, 18, 26. Oh, man, I feel so bad. I gave Pud like 5 free points, and he's beating Jasper by 1 right now. Okay, so take your 3 minutes, and then we're going to come back for a little bit of a story. And boy, is it just, it's just lighthearted and fun. If you know who Leopold II is because you've been following Black Lives Matter, then you already know the answer to this and you're on easy street. But we're going to talk about maybe the worst person, the biggest cover-up in history, and that old line, die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain, was different because of him. In the case of Leopold II, he died a hero, but information about him lived long enough, and a century later he became the ultimate villain. So we're going to talk about who Leopold II is. So in 1830, a piece of land in Europe became a country. The question is going to be, what was that country? So if you know already, just write it whenever you're ready. It became a country. In 1835, Leopold I, who was the first monarch of this country, he and his wife gave birth to a child named him Leopold II. From 1835 until Leopold I's death, 1865, he instilled in Leopold II the ultimate goal of any country, especially in Europe at that time, was colonization. And that was the only way you were ever going to be a big dog country. Great Britain, Germany, and France were calling dibs on everybody in Africa at that time. Later, Spain and Italy would get into the game. So obviously, to be a big country in Europe, you had to colonize Africa. So in 1865, Leopold I dies. Leopold II develops a plan. Now he does go to a couple people and say, "Hey, I want to trade or buy a large piece of land or country or whatever off of you," and they all say no. It all falls through. Finally, pretending that he's a great guy, he goes to this meeting in Berlin with all the heads of state for all of the countries and says, "I want to colonize." They say no. He goes, "What I shouldn't have said colonize. What I want to do is bring Christianity to a country that is currently not occupied, and I will buy the country." And he literally, out of his own pocket, bought the Congo. So that's before that, so that was 1885. Before that, in 1879, he sent Henry Morgan Stanley, who was a famous explorer at that time. You probably know, if you know anything about Great Britain, you know they were just sending explorers to all corners of the earth during this time. a famous, and the reason Henry Morgan Stanley, he was very famous at the time, but he's the guy who came across Dr. Livingstone and said, Dr. Livingstone, I presume, in Africa, in Tanzania. So that famous line was spoken by Henry Morgan Stanley, who was sent to find Dr. Livingstone. So Leopold II knows this guy, and he goes, hey, I want to hire you to find me a country that I can not colonize. And he goes, okay, I went to the Congo and I found these people. I convinced them, you know what we do? I convinced them we're a god. And nobody back home knew this, but I convinced them white people were gods by, he would take a gun, take out the powder and the bullet, have them pull the trigger. He would act like he was shot, take off his shoe that he had put a bullet in, and take the bullet out. And they thought he was like invincible. He also lit a cigar with a magnifying glass. So obviously this was a real just peach of a human. Hey Emily, you're in middle of the story right now. Welcome. Just obviously a doll. And if you're wondering if he ever got his just desserts, he did. After all of these lies in 1899, he was knighted a hero in Great Britain. So he goes back to Leopold and he says, so don't worry, we can do whatever we want there. And Leopold goes to this meeting and says, I want to buy and take Christianity to the Congo. And they say, well, all right, fine. If you're going to pay for it out of your pocket and you're not going to send military or anything, go ahead. As soon as he does, they go down there and they find just swaths of rubber tree plants. And rubber trees were really hard to come by back then, and the Congo was just full of them. So he says, hey, there's a lot of money there, and whenever there's money, it's bad news for the locals, because immediately Leopold's like, well, shit, now they're just my slaves. I own them. So I have a whole country of slaves. Great. This is not going to shock you when I tell you he was a very bad slave owner. He sent people down there to run these terrible slave conditions. Like you thought it could be great, but he would do some very terrible. I don't want to go into great detail. One of the worst things he did was he would hold all the families of the workers hostage, and if you didn't bring back a certain amount of rubber tree every day, he would just start killing your family. Not him, but his people. And also, he had his own private army, but ammunition was hard to come by because he couldn't send his military there. So he said, if you shoot, you have to kill with one bullet. And if you don't, and to prove that, you have to cut off their hand and bring a hand back to prove you killed the person. So what they ended up doing was, if they were bad shots, not trained, and they missed, they would just go find a person, chop off their hand, and take it back. Like, this is really evil shit, and nobody knew about it. Nobody. It turns out the Congo is the most densely natural resource rich country in the world, and they are among the poorest people in the world because everyone with power sucks. So they also find out there's gold and diamonds. So obviously there's a lot of reason to capitalize on these natural resources. It wasn't until a shipping clerk who in Great Britain was getting on his way from the Congo back to the home country of Leopold II, he started seeing all of these trees come in, and he said, he did the math, he goes, there's no way they're harvesting this many trees without the use of slave labor. And to his credit, he did a little bit of research and he figured out, and he wrote a thing in a local paper, just an editorial in a local paper, and it got back to King Leopold, and Leopold said, hey, don't write that, and I will pay you to run this whole thing an exorbitant amount of money, because I'm bringing in 200 million francs off of rubber tree plants, so I can't lose this. And to the guy's credit, he said, no, fuck you, I'm a journalist now, I'm going to take you down. His last name was Morel, but I can't remember his first name. So, things are starting to fall apart a little bit for Leopold. People read these articles in the paper, and they go down and they find the missionaries who are in the Congo. And a guy by the name of John Harris, one of the missionaries, just shines a light on all of this. And it all gets back to Leopold. Look, we're going to go out with all of this. We're writing books. They called it Red Rubber, which is basically the blood diamond of rubber. They called it Red Rubber. And they went to Leopold and said, look, we don't want to ruin your good name as the monarch of this country. So if you sell us the Congo, we'll let you die in peace, basically. In 1908, he sells and gets another 50 million. He ends up making 300 million francs off of this land, the Congo. And he dies in 1709, a hero. And when I say hero, almost a godly hero in this country. But the government knew about the slavery and didn't want to ruin his good name and didn't want to make their country look terrible. So they said, let's just forget it to history. Just never talk about it. Textbooks are written. Teachers and families are telling their kids for 100 years how great Leopold II was. Now, to give you some figures about how bad he actually was, in the Congo, he was responsible for the deaths of 10 million people over those years. 10 million people in 30 years, which was 80% of their population, died to this slave labor. And nobody knew about it because we didn't have the media until the internet, when shit started getting out. They actually turned his house into I want to get the name of it, the Royal Museum of Central Africa. And they took all the money of his and they built gold statues to him all around the country. And it has some of the most beautiful architecture because of all of this money he made off of the Congo. But again, he was a hero to these people who had no idea what he did to get this money. It wasn't until 2018 and Black Lives Matter that the Congolese people stormed the cities of this country and said, hey, when are we going to talk about this? Because that shit happened and we're demanding it be recognized. That they finally did say and released all at once all the information they had that this hero for a century is actually one of the most evil people of all time. I mean, absolutely nothing about the numbers and the treatment of these people. A large portion of the people who survived because they were walking around without hands. So there's nothing that says he was better than Hitler or better than Mussolini or better than all of these people who we can Stalin. Like, there's nothing that says he was better, that he was awful, but we didn't know about it because it wasn't in the media. And anyway, so now, because of Black Lives Matter, they're demanding reparations, and they changed the name, which was a cute little thing he did by calling it the Congo Free. Was it the Congo Free State? Yeah, the Congo Free State, and now it's like the Democratic Republic of Congo. I can't actually remember the name of it now. That's funny. I didn't write it down. But they changed the name because he called it this free, because he was saying he was spreading Christianity, and he called it a free state. Anyway, just know that you live in a time when information is still coming out about evil people from the past that wasn't out there, and now they're demanding that they pull all these gold statues down. And if you want to read about what's going on in this country, that's the shit in the headlines right now. What do they do with this history, which is basically since the inception of this country, absolutely completely marred by the devastation of another country? My question to you with 45 seconds on the clock is, what is the country that Leopold II was the leader of? For 10 points, what is the country Leopold II was the leader of? I can't hear you, bud. Okay. Oh, Why did that timer start? That's funny. Sorry, guys. There we go. 17 seconds. I will tell you this. The piece of land was Luxembourg, the Netherlands, France, and Germany until it was turned into this country in 1830. 0. Did anybody get it? Yeah, a lot of people got it. It's not Austria. It's not Bolivia. It's not Yugoslavia. It's Belgium. Belgium. Beer, chocolate, and travesties against people. So, give me total score. Hold on, Cyrus. Give me total scores. I got to know who won first. Let's chat all about it. We got a 32, a 5, a 27, a 34, a 36. Oh, man. Coming not way from behind, but needing a miss from the leader at the time and getting the last question. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Jasper. Jasper is the winner. Jasper, is this your first win? Because you've been at the top of a lot. Have you won? So after being a bridesmaid this many times, the big win for Jasper. Bravo. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off. Us off, and then we can talk about everything Cyrus wants to talk about. That's going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much for your support as we try to grow this experience. Totally in the script to say that, but it doesn't make it any less true for all of us here at Trivia Ronin. I'm Douglas Larlam, saying don't be shitty, and I hope you learned something